Elizabeth Warren goes to college. She's dressed as a Native American. Let's take a look. Oh, this is gonna be an uncomfortable video, isn't it?
Why are you dressed like that?
Why didn't you ask me why I'm dressed like this?
I just feel like that's a little much.
Why is what I'm doing not a little much? You know I'm black, right?
I am so uncomfortable already. It looks like he's dressed in whiteface. That's interesting.
I think that's offensive.
It's offensive?
Yeah, it's not your culture, so I don't think you should appropriate it.
I think it's offensive too, but I would not approach her.
I have to ask, what do you think about Elizabeth Warren?
I don't like her.
I think, she's smart.
Would you vote for her if she was going up against Trump?
Yeah. I would.
Oh, I'm Elizabeth Warren today.
Well, I can tell.
Oh my god. You people are wild.
Why is it wrong
It's true, they are.
for me to wear a Halloween costume?
Provide your dorm.
Why is it a Halloween costume? Okay, hot take. Here's a hot take. Hotter than Kaitlin Bennett, which is a low bar. I don't care too much. Why are there ducks in chat? Oh, those are snakes. Oh, Elizabeth Warren. Oh, okay. When I see someone doing something like this, it's like, this is weird. I feel like you're probably a shit person, but I'm not gonna do anything. I don't care that much. I see Kaitlin Bennett or someone like this doing this. I feel like if I say something, they're gonna be really hostile to me, so I'm just gonna leave them alone.
And is it wild for Elizabeth Warren to lie about being Native American to get into college?
I don't know if Elizabeth Warren got into college over it, but she did. She did lie about it. It was like a whole written thing on a piece of paper. Kind of strange. I also don't care.
Happy Halloween! We're here at OSU
Gross.
to ask people today what they think of my costume, Elizabeth Warren. And I'm here.
I feel like you could probably add a few more details to make it more... Oh, this is a good face. We could probably add a few more details to this costume to make it more apparent you're Elizabeth Warren. You know what you should do? Kaitlin, hi. If you're watching this video, next time you do this, add some like snake features. People tweet snake emojis out of Elizabeth Warren. You should add some snake features. Make it a little more apparent what it is. That would be really funny. Oh, you should get her glasses too. Yes. Yes. Ah, that's perfect. Get these glasses and add them to the costume. If that's what you're gonna go for, wow, it would be great. Because what this is right now, this looks like you just bought this like at Spirit Halloween. You got some face paint, so you put a little bit extra work into it. That's a good step. But you should add a little bit more. Make it juicy. While this could still be uncomfortable and weird, you actually might be onto something with a Elizabeth Warren costume. You could have something really funny and really good here, but it needs a little bit more work, because just looking at you is kind of, what the fuck are you doing? But if you made it obvious it was an Elizabeth Warren thing, now that could be creative, that could be really funny, that could be genius. But you're a few steps shy of approaching that. I know in general conservatives aren't quite, they're lacking the ability to be creative, but you're on the right track. Kaitlin Bennett, low-key kind of hot, don't at me. Lorelai, what the fuck? Get out of here. I don't want to see this degeneracy in my community.
And I'm here with a very special guest.
Hi, y'all. I'm Tom. I'm
I don't like this.
the uncle from Toy Story of Woody.
The uncle from Toy Story of Woody. Okay, it's clear here who the real star of the show is, and it's not you, Mr. Patrick. Tom, Uncle Tom, they try to make a race reference here? I didn't think about that.
And I'm here to greet my fellow white people.
Hello, Joel Patrick. I greet you.
We're gonna see if my costume is worse than the fact that Elizabeth Warren lied about being Native American to get into college and steal scholarship money from actual Native Americans.
Okay, here's the problem with that. You're walking up to people on the college campus. Elizabeth Warren is nowhere to be found. You can't compare the two. It's just you making an ass of yourself. But all right, let's do it. Let's go together, me and you.
Make sure you subscribe to the Liberty Hangout.
Perfect. By Liberty Hangout, he of course means the Celiacattack channel. That's me. What are they trying to prove here? I think they just want to be racist. Oh my god, even a fucking squirrel.
You like Elizabeth Warren?
I don't know.
You don't know who she is?
No.
She's running for president.
Nice.
Oh.
You're off to a bad start, Kaitlin Bennett.
And that's running for president.
Oh.
Did you know about
She's gonna
that?
win the Democratic nomination.
Oh.
She's like, I don't want to do this.
I think that's offensive.
It's offensive?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not your culture, so I don't think you should appropriate it.
Whose culture is it?
Native Americans.
Who are the Native Americans?
The
Oh my god. Who are the Native Americans?
people who were here before Christopher Columbus was here, and so they were on this land before us.
Okay. So why does that mean it's offensive? How does that correlate?
I mean, but that's just, like, I just don't think it's okay. I mean, it's
Is my costume offensive?
It's offensive because it's a population that has been genocided by us. It's kind of reducing their culture to a Halloween costume that you can buy in a commercial store.
Is my costume offensive?
I mean, it'd be way different if it was a white person doing blackface.
It would be different? Why would it be different?
Because the context matters, because blackface was associated with minstrel shows where white people would dress up as black people and act in racist stereotypes, and there is no such history of black people doing that for white people. How's that for an answer? Are we gonna get that as an answer? Probably not. Hey, I studied film and theater. This is part of American film and theater history. I gotta know this.
Because it's more offensive. I had the white privilege to not go through what other racial
my
groups
God.
go through.
What do you think about Elizabeth?
She just did an higgle face.
What do you think about Elizabeth Warren?
I don't really have an opinion on her.
Would you vote for her if she was going up against Trump?
Yeah.
You don't think it's offensive that maybe she lied about being a Native American? Because this is offensive.
Okay, I'll agree. No, I'll agree with Kaitlin Bennett. It was. It was kind of weird in hindsight. Weird at the time too, but it's not me. I can't answer for her.
Being a Native American to get into college and
She got into college, she got a scholarship, she got all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
I didn't.
No.
I mean,
Fuck that.
what's the evidence that she lied? Because
she said she did.
Hello,
What is she wearing? You know goddamn well what she's wearing.
my fellow white person. How are you?
Do you like my costume?
Oh, fucking big Chad energy coming off of this person. I love it.
Do you like my costume?
No, not at all.
Why?
Mine.
Yeah, what about his?
I don't.
Which one's less offensive?
I guess yours would be less offensive because you're a minority dressed up as, like, you know, somebody in the majority, but I would say yours is, like, that's why I had to come back. Like, I actually was on my way home.
I explained the cultural context behind the two, how this Kaitlin Bennett costume has a context behind it that this costume he has does not. But on the face value here, which costume is more offensive? Face value? Neither of them is offensive. White face value. But face value, neither of them is offensive. What is this? They're both wearing, what, cotton? They're both wearing clothes. They're both wearing makeup. What's offensive about that? Face value? Nothing really, but it's the cultural context, it's the history behind it that adds a bit more meaning and nuance to it. That's like, that's kind of really strange.
It was so cute. This looks so cute on me. You were like, I gotta take a second look.
That's not what I said at all. That's not what I said at all.
Not only is this like a Native American, we genocided these people thing, it's I'm sexualizing it too. There's an element of that to it.
What is this?
What's wrong, sir? Are you okay?
Is this an actor?
A grown man had to stop running because he was so bothered, and women are clapping for him. You know, this is
You just asked, what is this?
where natural selection is gonna go down the hole because this woman is clapping for a grown man jogging very femininely. But a grown man was so bothered,
Whoa.
pointed at me, said, "What
That's kind of rude.
is this?" Natural selection is gonna go down the toilet right here. We're gonna end up with very soy-infused genes with men. They're gonna be very feminine, and they're not gonna be able to protect women like that's their job. I have to ask.
What? Can you imagine fucking shaming someone for exercising? Fuck you, Kaitlin Bennett. Listen, if any of you are watching and you want to go jogging, I encourage that. I promote that. Do it. I also just noticed in editing that he's wearing an army shirt. So you know. Kaitlin Bennett hates troops confirmed. Whomp.
So what do you think about Elizabeth Warren?
I think, you know, she's smart.
Oh.
She's pretty smart.
I'm glad we're not in November. This would have been a dangerous video to show me a few months back. What the fuck is wrong with you people?
I think she's well-spoken. Like, you know, I haven't chosen a particular candidate yet, but...
So this is offensive, made you do a double take. Did you do a double take when she lied about being Native American?
See that the guy had bad running form. He's jogging on concrete, so that's bad also. He's trying, and that's what's important.
To get scholarships and take another actual Native American's place in college?
See, I'm not entirely, like, sure about, like, all of what...
And it came out that she was 1,024% Cherokee.
I don't agree with the fact that she put down that she was Native American. Like, I will say, like, that's pretty messed up.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
And
you won't vote for her?
I didn't say all of that. Like, you know, all of the candidates, like, are pretty Like, there's like pros and cons to a lot of them. There's still a lot.
What do you guys think about his costume?
I think you're just trying to cling to relevance.
Oh! Is that why you're watching me? Because you're giving me relevancy. You waited for me to come over here.
Oh, that's a bad comeback, Kaitlin Bennett.
Liberal campus, trying to.
Am I not welcome here at a liberal campus? Is that not okay? Because liberal campus would probably mean tolerance,
Are you telling me to go back
acceptance.
to where she came from?
Kent State, sure.
Sounds low-key kind of racist, don't you think?
Oh, that's a reach. That's weak. Didn't work. Didn't work. Didn't work.
Have you ever been told that, Joel?
I've never been told to go back to where I came from. Hello, my white brother. How's that credit score? High five. White privilege.
So what's so wrong with his costume?
Neither of yours are correct.
They're not correct.
They aren't socially acceptable, in my opinion.
Says who?
Says the majority of the public.
Says Twitter? That's not the majority of the public.
What do they watch?
Twitter?
Shit, they aren't, because
put it out
it's
there,
shock
people are gonna
value.
watch
You guys
it.
are doing performance art at this point.
Are you enjoying?
He's right though. In a way, it is. Real artists would have like a meaning behind it, but she's not. She's just appropriating the aesthetics of performance art.
That's why you
Much
stayed
like she's
around and
appropriating
watched.
the costume.
Because you can't look away.
It's just insane.
Card
Because
credit.
it's trying to get
Listen,
eyes.
well,
I
and
take
it
my
worked
vitamins.
over costumes. Isn't that kind of silly, guys?
Well, why wear the costume?
Yeah,
if it's so
because it
silly,
makes
if a
people
costume's so silly,
No, it is kind of silly to like spend too much effort worrying about a costume, in my opinion.
then why
The
wear it?
costume isn't silly. Your reaction to the costume is what's silly.
White privilege high five right here.
Look at Venezuela.
Look at Venezuela.
Privilege
Look
high
at
five.
Venezuela.
Oh no, they don't want to high five me. Oh, dadgummit.
I mean, it's just a little bit off-putting because
Cultural
Look at Venezuela.
appropriation.
Is this notification gonna keep going? Okay, it stopped.
That somebody pretended to be a race that they were not to get into college and took away a spot from somebody that was that actual race.
Would you be against the person who would say that they were, let's say, Native American when they weren't to get into college?
Absolutely,
Yeah,
yes.
why would that not be a problem? But
What do you guys think about Elizabeth Warren? What do you
Elizabeth
guys?
Warren, Elizabeth Warren did that. She's only won 1,024th Cherokee, yet she went to college for free as a Cherokee.
Okay.
Still a percentage.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, but that's
Technically.
not a legal enough percentage to get any.
who says?
You're
Is
probably
there a
not.
law that
voice
says
crack.
that?
And you
So
can't
it's
go-
okay. Hold on, Joe. It's okay
I'm
for her to
saying-
lie.
Hold on.
Take someone
Oh,
else.
she told him, oh, hold
You-
on, this is my show. You're second fiddle.
You stopped. You were so bothered by my costume.
I mean, again, you do what you got to do. Doesn't mean I think it looks good on you.
I think it looks great.
No, I don't mean the costume.
She likes my white costume. So that white privilege is real.
Cringe.
I don't know. You're the one in whiteface. Like, why are you being like this? And you're in an Indian costume. Like, I don't understand. You just want to trigger people so you guys stay relevant.
Well, actually, you're assuming that I'm relevant to begin with.
Yeah, you probably aren't.
Exactly.
Neither
See,
is she.
You
So
know who I am?
They kept that in the video. Yeah.
I got a
Oh,
question,
wonder
a genuine
why-
question. Yeah, why are you racist?
So mean.
and too bad I'm not.
Well, can you prove that you're not racist?
Can you prove you're not?
I'm black.
Does that mean that anything? Like, I might think about this.
No, like I'm actually black. I'm not like
But you're in whiteface. Like, I don't understand. So, like,
you don't understand.
And you're in a like cowboy suit. Like, you're trying to trigger people. Like, why can't we all just get along? Like, every life matters.
I'm actually a cowboy. I drive a big ass truck,
That makes you a cowboy.
and I live in the country,
That makes you a cowboy.
and I ride horses.
That makes you a cowboy.
Well, what else do I need to do?
You gotta herd cattle. You gotta like move them around.
What do you think about his costume?
Cool.
It's cool.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part about it?
The pants.
The pants.
These people are clearly not even American. Oh my god.
What do you think about his face paint?
Oh. Did he put like the foundation on his face?
You didn't notice I was black when you walked out.
You're black? No!
Yeah.
What? You look like you.
No, I am black.
What's the brand of this makeup?
I think it's
I need that.
So you think it's wrong what I'm dressed as?
Yes,
That's
but I also
weird.
think what he's dressed as was wrong too.
What do you think about Elizabeth Warren?
What if she's like, what if she goes up to someone and she's like, do you think what I'm dressed as is wrong? And they're just like, I just think you're wrong. I don't object to the costume. I object to you.
Do you know who that is, or
I
you?
do know who that is. I don't know a lot about her though.
Yeah,
so.
She faked being a Native American to get free college, and that she took a DNA test recently, and it turned out she was only 1,024th% Native American.
Did she say she was fully Native American? Okay. I mean, that's not good either. Like, I don't.
Okay. What do you think about me? You're gonna vote for Elizabeth Warren?
No, I'm not.
Why not? I'm a Native American.
You're a socialist too.
Yes,
What?
What's wrong with that?
Socialism is bad.
What a loser. What a creep. Ew.
Why are you dressed like that?
Why didn't you ask me why I'm dressed like this?
I just feel like that's a little much.
Why is what I'm doing not a little much? You know I'm black, right?
Well, this is very apparent, and there's a big missing and murdered Indigenous woman movement going on.
So what's that have to do with my costume? I can't wear it? There's a lot of missing white people too, but he's dressed up as a white person.
You cannot be serious right now.
Are you really? No. Oh.
So it's like a majority of these people are just fucking owning her, and she put all of them in the video.
Don't
Such a-
touch my stuff.
So
No.
cringe.
Why would you do that to a Native American?
I'm actually Native American.
So don't oppress me.
Oh! Punch her.
She's smart for having.
So I do want to
Kick
know.
her ass.
I do
What
want to know. Wait, you said I'm smart for having cameras around. Was that a threat?
No.
It wasn't.
No.
Just a statement of fact.
I think that
I'm very concerned that if this was off camera, I'd be very, very scared right now.
That's why she brings guns with her. So she tries to get you to punch her, and then she shoots you.
What do you think? Is it offensive that he did that?
Defensive?
Offensive.
Offensive for what?
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
So what do you think about
You're asking someone who's clearly non-American and clearly has a very basic grasp on English if she understands this.
if it was the opposite? If he
If I was
were
a white person wearing blackface.
I mean, it's if you do this on Halloween, whatever.
Yeah.
What about me? What about my costume? I don't have assless chaps. Like,
Tribal.
is it offensive?
For what?
She doesn't know anything about it.
What is dressing up as a Native American to you?
I'm Elizabeth Warren,
You're Elizabeth Warren.
the Democratic frontrunner for the candidacy.
So your version of dressing up as a Native
I
American
thought she said you're a virgin.
is to put feathers in your hair, braid your hair, and wear that.
Yes.
I've pooped my pants 0 times since. How old was I? Maybe 2?
That's what Billy said. Billy actually told me he saw you poop your pants at a party. You're a grown man. You should know better than to poop your pants.
I should.
What if someone wore something that was like of Asian culture? Would you guys be offended by that? Would it upset you?
Not really. If they actually respect it, like they
Oh!
do it in a good way, not like make fun of it, I will be totally fine.
Oh, she had a good answer there.
Are you white?
Yeah, actually, I just want to have an actual productive conversation.
White privilege, high five right here.
Tried to have an actual productive conversation with Cat Steakman girl about gun reform, but I was just given a high five to white privilege and a closed mind in response. Sorry I couldn't give you triggered reaction content, which is all you look for. Why did you put this in the video? What the fuck?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You people are wild.
Why is it wrong for me to wear a Halloween costume? I have to ask you a question. Is it wild for Elizabeth Warren to lie about being Native American?
This is so fucked. You're actually talking to an actual native person while doing this. Zero shame. I wish I could be this shameless.
To get into college?
Yeah, that's wrong too.
Which one's worse?
Yeah.
They're both just as bad because it's
Yeah.
violating a whole ethnicity.
How is this costume violating anything?
Oh my good God.
Costume violates the Geneva Convention, Kaitlin Bennett. I don't want to fucking see it.
I'm sorry.
Culture is not a costume.
There it is. I was waiting for that phrase today. There it is. We got it. You won the prize
say that.
of being offended. I guess there is no prize.
This is so cringe. Oh my god. She must have a humiliation kink. Seriously. Yeah.
Lying about being Native American to get into college or dressing up as one in a stereotypical outfit.
They're both bad, but
Which one's worse?
I mean, lying is bad too.
I don't know.
But dressing up.
I don't know if one is specifically worse here, unless you can prove like one of them caused demonstrable harm in some way. This one at least feels like you're deliberately trying to provoke people.
Up as one is bad. You're both lying about who you really are.
Is it offensive though?
No, I don't see any offensive things about it.
I've had a lot of people
This
upset at me
guy's
today.
stoned out of his mind.
because I'm white wearing this.
I don't really mind. Just if you want to wear it. Who cares?
Appreciate it. You have a good one.
All right, there we go.
Cringe. Don't talk. Just drop the accent. So bad.
Okay, Limu, you said
You guys want to talk about car insurance? Coming soon.
Get your phones out, because we're famous. You don't want to miss this moment. I got a question. Who are we? I'm obviously Woody from Toy Story. And that's Elizabeth Warren running for president. What do you think?
Wait, can I see it?
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Wait, I'm allowed to touch
Don't
it?
touch it.
Wait, why can't I touch it?
Because it's not your property.
Oh, they dropped the act real fast, huh?
Oh, ow. Oh, he's hurting me. Oh, no.
Looks like they're offended he's trying to grab the mic.
Wait, why?
Because you're committing theft.
You're committing theft. He wasn't stealing it. Gun Girl called the cops on me. No joke. To be fair, I did provoke them. You called the cops on him for that? In conclusion, that was horrible. That was cringe. What the fuck is wrong with Kaitlin Bennett? It's like she has a kink for getting for getting humiliated.
Excuse me, Kaitlin Bennett. I can't help but notice you say you hate communism and socialism, and yet here you are, being publicly owned by everyone you meet. Very curious.
I've got nothing more to say. Thank you to the January patrons: Dios, Elsie Hop, George, Jerry Palamo, Laura Day, Megan Squires, Mellow Cheddar, Schwartz, and Xylo from Bandcamp.